So let's look at this problem. On this problem, it says the illustration below shows the graph of y as a function of x. Complete the following sentences based on the graph of the function. So they want me to use this graph down here to complete each of these 5 sentences right here. So let's move it up where we can see the graph. So it says, this is the graph of a what kind of function? What kind of function is this? Quadratic function. It is a quadratic function. Let's look at this second one. The y-intercept of the graph of the function is what?
0.
Where does the graph touch the y-axis?
0.
Right there at 0. So the y-intercept is y equals 0. The third one says the x-intercepts, and the reason they use an S there is because it crosses the x-axis twice. The x-intercepts of the graph are located where? Well, you can see there's one right here, and there's one right there. So where on the x-axis is this?
0.
0. And where on the x-axis is this?
6.
So your two x-intercepts are x equals 0 and x equals 6. Let's look at number 4. Number 4 says the greatest value of y is. So they want to know what's the maximum value. Well, you can see right there is the highest value of this quadratic equation. And that's how high?
9.
9. So we'll say it's y equals 9. So I'll put a 9 there. And it occurs when x equals what? So right there occurs when x equals what?
3.
3. Very good. So it's 3 right there. Let's read the last one. It says, for x between 0 and 6. So in between 0 and 6, the function value y is, and they want you to tell, is it less than, greater than, or equal to 0? Oh, I shouldn't have wrote that, equal. So they want me to tell between 0 and 6, is the graph above the x-axis, below the x-axis, or on the x-axis? Above, yeah, from 0 to 6, you can see the graph is above the x-axis the whole way. And so y would be greater than 0. Okay, let's read this one together. This one right here says, Jimmy will be selling hot dogs at the football game. He bought hot dogs, buns, and condiments for $8 and now wants to calculate how many hot dogs he has to sell to make a profit. He graphs a profit he will make as a function of the number of hot dogs sold. Complete the following sentences. So we got to complete these 5 sentences based on the information. Okay? So let me move this up. Now that graph's good, but you really don't need it. You can just think. Now, Jimmy invested $8 into his business. He went and bought $8 worth of supplies. Okay? Now look at the graph. When he let me move it up. When he sold 0 hot dogs, he was $8 in the hole. That's what -8 means, right? And then when he sold 1 hot dog, he was $7 in the hole. And when he sold 2 hot dogs, he was $6 in the hole. And when he sold 3 hot dogs, he was $5 in the hole. So how much is he selling each hot dog for? $1. He's selling each hot dog for $1 each. That's the second one. Now the first one says, as Jimmy sells more hot dogs, his profit will what? Increase. Duh. Right? His profit's not going to go down as he sells them. Let's read the third one. Jimmy needs to sell blank hot dogs to recover the money he invested. 8 hot dogs. If he spent $8 to get started in his business and he's charging $1 per hot dog, then if he sells 8 of them, he'll be even, right? He gave somebody $8 for his hot dogs. Then he sold 8, so he got $8 back. So now he's at even, right? Okay, the next one says, if Jimmy sells 15 hot dogs, how much profit will he make? Well, the first $8 that he sells will break him even. So everything over $8 is profit. So how much bigger is 15 than 8? 7. So his profit will be $7. Right? If he went and spent $8 and then he sold $8 worth of hot dogs, he broke even, which means he did all that work for free, right? But if he sells 15 hot dogs, he makes $7 in profit. To make $12 in profit, How many hot dogs does Jimmy need to sell? 20. Yeah, if he sells 20 hot dogs and he pays the $8 to get started, that's $12 of profit.